Hey, it is your girl Pusher. If you're not pushing forward, you're moving backwards. Say it out loud. Forward, ever, backwards, never. No, really. Say that thing out loud. Forward, ever, backwards, never. Have you gotten your copy of It Takes One to Know One workbook and journal, People Pusher, and Remember Me? No, well, go over to pusherlife.org, hit that office link, and get your copies today. And while you are over there, do not forget to take the pledge, healing 1 million people, one person at a time. You're not taking a pledge just for me, you're taking a pledge for yourself. And what this is saying is, I am committing to my growth and development. I am taking full responsibility for my life. That's it, and that's all. And we are doing it together, collectively. It definitely takes a village. So do not forget, take the pledge, healing 1 million people. The link is on the website. All you got to do is just click. Okay, without further ado, I appreciate your time. I'm not going to delay. Typically, I would ramble and try to wait for more people to get in, but you know me, I like to maximize every second of every minute in this hour, so I will not delay. Yes, we do have a new family member in the Pusher community who I will soon introduce to you all. Well, I'll allow him to introduce himself because you know me, I would rather the person introduce themselves because I could do no justice. So with that said, I am going to bring our family up so that he can introduce yourself and we can get right on in it. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Remember, we don't gatekeep information. So I need you right now to share, and share. And while you're at it, hit that like button. It's all free. You ask me, how can you support me? Well, this is one way that you can support me. Subscribe, share, and like. So without further ado, here we go, people. Hey, good brother. How are you?
No complaints. How's your day going?
Pretty good. First, I just want to thank you for accepting my invitation. I want to introduce the Pusher community to you before you introduce yourself to the Pusher community. Over here in these neck of the woods, we heal out loud. We have difficult conversations. Anything that has everything to do with healing, you can holler at this community because we are doing the work in real time. We are doing it on a collective level because we understand that our healing is ahead of us and not behind us. Hence why we say forward ever, backwards never. And so I only bring people that I believe have a word for the community and beyond. And so it definitely is a privilege and an honor to have you on. So before we get into things, can you please introduce yourself to those that do not know you?
Good evening. My name is Amir Lewis. I'm an active member of Alpha Justice. Alpha Justice is an organization ran by formerly incarcerated people to assist individuals in learning different laws and policies in Annapolis and throughout the criminal justice system. I'm also a re-entry boots on the ground person, organization that we have called Muslims for Humanity to assist individuals as far as substance abuse and mental health, along with re-entry, and also a face of a mental health substance abuse program called Healing Journey. And I played them parts for quite a few reasons from my past. And we'll, hopefully before the night's over, we'll get into that. And it's an honor and a privilege to be on your podcast. And I thank you.
Oh, I appreciate that. So let me tell you why you are here. So you are here because I had a conversation with somebody and we both noticed how wherever we are and we see you, you're always you're not just there. Whatever room we walk into, you're not just there. You are helping. You are doing something to make life easier for somebody else. And I notice that every time I see you, you're picking up a chair, you're helping somebody, you're opening a door, you are going up to somebody, how can I help you? Like I watch and I pay attention. And so we were just having a conversation. I was like, you know what? I had the thought that it would be cool to get insight from you, someone who is engaged in the community, who does a lot of work, and you're everywhere. Um, you are everywhere. You do a lot in the city of Baltimore. And so for me, I want to say thank you for your service, everything that you do for the greater good of our people. I definitely appreciate it. And so this is why you're here, because I see you. I see you. I recognize what it is that you're doing, and I'm with it. I stand beside it. I'm with you. I'm on the same line, on the same battlefield that you on. The only difference is you got boots on the ground, I got heels on the ground. That's the only difference. That is the only difference. But it is important for me to kind of not just bridge the gap, but kind of bring more men into the conversation, especially when it comes to healing. And so when I thought about you, the first thing that came to my mind was it's a mindset, because I watch how you move. I hear you. And even though it's from afar, not even from afar, even though you might not be engaged in conversations with me, I hear you. And even though we may not purpose to meet up in the same rooms, I see you. And that is important to me. And so I first just want to just make sure that you understand that you are appreciated as a Black man, and not just as a Black man with purpose, a Black man that's on a mission, that's out here honestly doing this work. I see you and I support you. And I believe in my heart that the more we begin to do this and give life and breathe life into one another, then we can do a lot, not just in the city of Baltimore, but everywhere we go, we can make a difference if we do it together. We definitely do it apart, but it just takes a village, I believe, to definitely, whatever the mission is, or the vision, or even the purpose, wherever you fit in on the spectrum, I believe we're just better together versus doing it apart. And so, yes, here we are. So it's a mindset. And so I don't like to waste time. So I'm going to go right into my first question, unless you have something else you want to share.
No, I'm waiting on you.
All right. I like that. You hear that, people? He waiting on me. Y'all hear that? All right. So I do ask difficult questions, but before I get into those questions, all these questions is about you. So your mind to learn, because the topic is the mindset. And so I just want all the things that I just said, I meant it. And so other people don't see you, other people don't know you, but once they get to know you, they would want to be a part of what it is that you're doing, or figure out how they can support you, because you're definitely let's do a quick icebreaker. You got to choose. I'm gonna say two things and you got to choose which one it fits you, which one you like the most. All right. All right. Football, basketball.
Basketball.
Basketball. Okay. Jazz or R&B?
R&B.
Crabs or crab cake?
Crab cakes.
Iced tea or half and half?
Half and half.
Chicken box or turkey platter?
Turkey platter.
Pizza or spaghetti?
Spaghetti.
Biggie or Tupac?
Tupac all day.
Kendrick or Drake?
Drake.
Oh, who you said?
I said Drake.
Oh, you gonna get off my line. We can put him off and get somebody else. We can put him off. He done messed up. You see he was good at first until he said that. It's like, no. You like what you like. You like what you like. No shade. No, a little bit of shade, but no judgment. Just a little shade. No judgment, just a little shade. That's all. All right. That was fun. Okay. This is uh-oh. Give me a minute. I done messed up. All right. So these questions that I'm about to ask you is really Team Drake. Somebody in the chat, and I'm about to boot you off too, gal. Y'all is tripping. Okay. When did you first become aware that growth starts in the mind?
It took a while. I mean, like the last few years, to be honest.
Talk about it.
Like it's the same. You keep walking around the same hole, you're going to get the same results. Like, and it took me a while to even understand what it meant. So in order for an individual to either get into the space of doing the work that we do, if you don't change the narrative within yourself, you're basically a disservice to the people that you're trying to assist. If you don't have the empathy, the compassion, the patience, and the love to help the people, and just forget about the finances, because I can be very transparent. A lot of work that I do, I don't get paid for anything. It's just I have the energy, the empathy, and the compassion because I am them and they me. Wow. If that sums it up for you.
Yeah, no doubt. So what part of yourself are you still learning to understand?
For one, I can't help everybody. For two, setting healthy boundaries with individuals that I'm trying to help, whether it's male, female, a child. Because some of us don't know the difference in someone helping you, showing you how to be loved, and having that boundary to show them that I'm not your friend. This is just, I want the best for you.
Oh, wow. So what do you mean by you can't help everybody?
If in the work that we do, if you have someone that's confrontational, disrespectful, maybe you need to send them to someone else and let them deal with them to figure out how they can assist them. That's what I meant by that.
Okay.
Instead
so I'm
of throwing a person away, you just to someone else that probably better fits them.
Say that again so the people in the back can hear it.
And the work that we do, I'm gonna explain it this way. It's not the person, right? It's the behavior and the mindset of the individual that you're trying to change, right? So if a person is combative, disrespectful, conflict, don't throw them away. Just pass them on to someone else that can better assist them instead of saying, well, I'm done with them. Because we're so fast to say that I'm done when no one threw us away, so I throw the next person away.
Wow, I wanted you to repeat that because that is so important, especially if you are a servant of people, if you are out here and you are giving a service to a body of people or a person, you're so right. Many of us, depending upon how we grew up or where we grew up, a lot of people have threw us away, wrote us off. And I believe those of us who really understand what that feel like should not operate from that place. Those of us that operate from that place, I believe, are still unhealed. Because it just baffles me how we can just throw people away so quickly when let me speak for myself. When I have done so much to cause so many people pain, I dare not look at an individual and say, not today. I like what you said. If it ain't me, it's somebody else. So instead of casting that person away, you send them to the person that can help them. I definitely dig that, and I appreciate it, and it keeps you healthy. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I definitely agree. Definitely agree.
Okay, I have another question. What mindset did you have to release to grow into who you are right now?
Boy, I'm a real quick. I caught after being home for a while. I think I was home like 6 months. I had a conversation with my mother. 2 months after that, I caught 30 years in prison. And to make it real quick, it's just myself and my kids now. No siblings, no mother, no grandfather, no nobody. Right? So every choice that I make, it has to win for me. Right? I don't have the time nor the space to make unconscious decisions because it don't just affect me, it affects my 5 girls. So everything that I do, I don't care what you say or what you're doing. I just have to focus on me. I wake up to see me. I go to sleep and see me. So I have to count on me, not no one else. So that's my mindset. I have to get out here and get it. I'll help who I can help. But most importantly, I can't help no one until I help myself.
No doubt, no doubt. So what belief did you once had that had limited you that no longer serves you? What is something that you believed but it no longer serves you today?
I always thought I would never hit rock bottom.
Wow.
I would never fall.
Talk about it.
Like, I always was into the streets, rather dealing it or using it. I'm very transparent about my past life. And once I seen that I can get a lot, but I can't never keep it.
Wow.
And not being able to keep it is being so concerned about everybody else. And you can't give everybody everything. Because at the end of the day, when you don't have the same people you help, really not gonna be there for you. So today I just try to think different. And I just thank God for the foundation that I have in my life now.
So let's talk about that, your foundation. What daily practices support your personal growth today?
Like starting up in the morning, if I don't pray, my whole day goes off. I love to work out. I love to do a lot of calisthenics. I love to exercise. I have different things that I do, like meditation music. Whatever music I'm playing, that's the mood I'm in. If you hear me playing some hot boys and stuff like that, I'm in a hot boy mood. If you hear me playing some jazz, that's the mood I'm in.
If we hear you playing Drake, we know what mood you in.
You know the mood I'm in. And like it's like two young ladies that play a very major part in my life. You close to one of them, I don't really want to reveal their names. And to be honest, I don't deal with a lot of men. I have a tight knit as far as my belief system. I deal with them. I don't go outside the box. Because one of the things that I'm still working on today, honestly, is trust. Like I done been through a lot since I've been back in Baltimore. So I don't trust a lot of people. But being consistent in texting, I text certain people every morning if I don't see them, because a lot of us do a lot of be very busy. And to bring a lot of joy to me is just helping somebody. I don't care if it's a smile or a handshake or whatever. It eases me.
Right. I can see that. I could definitely see that. So staying in this pocket right here, how do you stay committed to your growth when your motivation fades?
If my motivation fades, I'm in a danger zone as far as me. So that's why I stay consistent in my pattern. I don't change it. Because every time I change it, I don't make up. So I have to stay consistent in everything that I do. Even if I'm tired and I don't want to get up and work out, I got to do it. Some days I don't want to get up 4:30 in the morning and pray, but I got to do it. Rather I be late, I got to do it. Because that's a part of my process. That's a part of my daily routine. That's a part of my daily life.
So how do you balance grace and discipline with yourself? So I heard you say you have a routine and you got to stick to that routine. If you get up, if you don't pray at 4:30, you get up at 4:35, you still won't pray. You get up at 5 o'clock, you still won't pray. How do you balance grace and discipline with yourself?
You said grace and discipline?
Yes.
I mean, without grace, there is no discipline. To me.
So how do you give yourself, so if you wake up, so you got a routine, and let's just say it's an off day, because we can plan a plan, but we can never plan an outcome. So what do you do to give yourself grace when you don't get up at 4:30?
If I get up late, I still got to do it. I still have to do it. But if I don't, from experience, my day is going to be off.
Right. Okay. Okay. So here is a question. How has the adversity in your life shaped your mindset for the better? Take a deep breath and let it rip.
I mean, I'm dealing with a situation right now. And I'm doing everything. You went off? Hello?
I'm here. Go ahead. I got you.
Like in this, like the type of work that I do, some people look at you or assume that they know you. I'm very, very, like, you even gonna respect me, I'm gonna take the respect. And as far as taking the respect, I'm gonna cut you off, so therefore I can say my piece. Like conflict and back and forth with men, it's like an icebreaker with me.
Mm-hmm.
And it even had me to a point, to be honest, to transition from my field of dealing with adults to transitioning, dealing with the youth. Because some of us, especially men, and you come into, I don't know if you know the type of work that I do, dealing with substance abuse and mental health, right? Some of us forget the rock bottom, some of us forget the trap door, and some of us clearly forget that we come into a hospital to get treatment, but you want to tell the doctor how to treat you. Then when the doctor will treat you the way you want them to treat you, you become disrespectful. I'm not that guy. I see you later. Bye. So it had me to a point today, and I've been battling with it. It's about time for me to transition out of there and go into a space where I can save some of these kids.
Okay, so what keeps you from giving? So I hear, if I'm hearing you correctly, you're in a season right now in your life. So what keeps you from giving up when growth feels uncomfortable?
My 5 daughters and my granddaughter.
I know that's right. Tell them we said, hey, yes. I know that's right. What lessons did struggle teach you that comfort never could?
To be honest, besides my spiritual principles and my foundation, my mental health comes first.
Talk about it.
You terrible. All right. Like if you're not mentally stable, how can you assist or how can you be able to communicate in the proper way when your mental is not right? Everybody have a bad day. Like for me, I don't know about anybody else. It's mandatory for me to have a mental health therapist. It's mandatory for me to have someone when the doctor's office is not open that I can call and dump my stuff on. It's mandatory for me to have people that's transparent and gonna call me on my stuff. That's just my lifestyle. Because if not, you crack that door, I'm gonna run straight through it.
And you're saying comfort couldn't give you that.
I mean, I don't deal with a lot of people. I don't trust a lot of people. So the comfort I get is from my network and my kids, especially my youngest two. That's where I get my comfort from.
And I believe that is more than enough. So the question is, what lesson did struggle teach you that comfort never could? So what is that one lesson out of so many? What is a lesson in one of the struggles that you had to learn that comfort just couldn't teach you?
Like all the stuff I've been through, like I didn't ever look for comfort. I looked for something else, right? And if anybody can just read between the lines, like I know for a known fact, if I even go to test that water again, life is over. So my kids is definitely my comfort. And if I deviate just a little bit, I don't have the space or the time to do that. And I don't even give myself time. In 8 hours in a day, I probably do more stuff than somebody before you get up at 8 o'clock. Half of my day is over with. So I keep myself busy. I keep myself active. I guess that's my comfort, just by being active.
So,
but the intimate comfort I get from my girls.
Yeah. So, okay. All right. Let me give you an example, because I want to hear your. I want to hear. So, what lessons did struggle teach you that comfort never could? So, a lesson that I've learned in one of my struggles is something that I often say: practice your right to remain silent. Most people think it sounds cute, and I just say it just to be saying it, but I mean it every time I say it, no matter who I say it to or why I'm saying it. I mean it. Practice your right to remain silent. I ain't saying it to be cute or it's something fancy, and I'm not trying to be triggering to no one. when I say it, because this is a life lesson that I learned. Sometimes we talk so much that we just miss it. Let me talk about myself. Sometimes I can talk myself out of blessings. Sometimes I have done this, talked myself out of opportunities. Sometimes we can talk so much because we think we know everything, we can harm somebody else. Just because you have the answer don't mean you need to reveal that you know the answer. Just because you might be the one that is experienced in a certain area does not mean you are the one. You said it earlier. I can't be everything to everybody. I can't save everybody. And in fact, there's some people I don't want no parts of, but I'm not going to write them off. What I'm going to do is send them to somebody else that I know that will give them the very best that they need. In order to do that, you got to practice your right to remain silent. If you're just talking and talking and talking and talking and talking, even when you're hurting, sometimes we go through life struggles and we pick up the phone. We want to call so-and-so. We want to call this person. And not one time do we sit with ourselves to feel what we need to feel, go through the thinking process. Even if your thoughts are stinky, you got to go through it. And we don't, some of us, my bad. Let me talk about me. There was a time that I done these things. So when I say practice, I'm going to practice my right to remain silent. When I am quiet, it's for a reason, because I don't want to speak unless I am led to speak. Why? Because one, I don't want my words to fall on deaf ear. Two, I don't want my words to fall on ground that isn't right, that isn't fertile. Three, I don't want to waste my oxygen because I don't know the time or the hour that it can leave me. Even right now, I'm straining. I don't want to waste my oxygen, so I practice my right to remain silent. Comfort couldn't give me that. Wisdom did. Life experience did. And so when I'm asking the question, what lesson did struggle teach you that comfort never could? That's an example, because comfort couldn't teach me that, because I had to learn, even when it hurts, I still show up. Even when I don't feel like it, you said it yourself, even when I don't feel like it, I still show up, because I recognize that this journey, this fight is not about my emotions. This journey is not about how I feel. If I allow my emotions to dictate my movement, then I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Comfort can't teach me that. It couldn't give me that. It took experience and wisdom to wake me up and say, girl, just shut up. Just be quiet. You spending all this time trying to prove how intelligent you are to who? And why? And so I've learned to humble myself and just practice my right to remain silent. Everybody don't have to know what I know when I know it. I don't have to be the one all the time talking. It's other people in the room that got something to say. It's other people in the room that I want to hear from. So when I say practice that is a lesson that I learned that's personal for me. So when I say it, I ain't being cute. It comes from a place. So that's what I mean by what lessons that struggle teach you that comfort never could. Because if we be honest as individuals, people can't even make us feel better for real. It's all in the mind. It's your mindset. It's what you are telling your mind and what you are feeding your mind that enables you. Like you said, you do what you do. And at the end of the day, you find comfort, refuge in your family, in your babies. That's balance. That's a part of self-care. That's a part of taking care of yourself. Why be all over the place? Why give yourself to, we didn't give ourselves to so many people for so long and we got nothing in return. So why not guard your heart? Why not guard your mind, which is the strongest muscle that we have is the brain. Why not protect it? Right?
Yeah, like I can go back to your question.
All right.
Like, so, I mean, responding like I would, even if I don't like it or like it, and me responding to a whole lot has hurt me getting good jobs. Relationships I don't worry about, like having career opportunities. But like not too long ago, it wasn't my fault, but I guess if I wouldn't have responded, it would have worked out the way it's supposed to. But either way, it worked out the way it's supposed to. But it would have been better if I just would have just kept quiet and kept it moving.
Right. Okay, so we just learned a lesson that we gotta practice our right to remain silent. Even so, because we want to prove ourselves so much. We do. And I'm saying we don't have nothing to prove. We done it. We didn't prove that we can mess it up. We can prove that we can build it up. We didn't prove it a long time ago. So today we can move without the urgency to prove ourselves to other people, because when we move in that manner, we missing it. We miss so many opportunities to bless so many people because we're so fixated on proving ourselves to other people. So I'm so glad today we are practicing our right to remain silent, and we ain't proving ourselves to nobody. We're just simply being who we are. And I definitely appreciate that to Zach. I do. How do you measure your personal growth beyond success and or achievement?
Like right now I'm in a space to say the sky's the limit. God has blessed me with an opportunity to have my own auto detailing car wash, along with a building which I'll be signing the paperwork with in the next couple of days. And I just look at every day, I have more time behind me than I have in front of me. So right now, I just invest in myself. If I can work for someone else, I can put the same amount of time in for myself.
That's right. That's a good nugget. What mindset will you need to reach the next level to where you want to go?
Stay humble and consistent.
That's what's up. So, as I always do, what would you say? What advice would you give to someone who is stuck in an oppressive mindset, who feels like they are unworthy to move forward, to heal, to grow, to overcome the pains of their past, the conscious decisions, unhealthy decisions of their past, the mistakes of their past, who is stuck in that woe is me. Those of us that are stuck in being victims versus victors, what would you say to that man or that woman?
I mean, I don't stop making excuses for yourself. The most important one is like you have to find, like me, like you got to pray for one. Depression and stuff comes from like a lot of us suffer from low self-esteem, low self-worth, people pleasing, whether it's family, friends, or whoever. You just have to look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself every day and every night. The only person you have to answer to is you. You rely on yourself in the morning, the last person you see at night. So you just have to be the better you for you. Because change, once I change the narrative with myself as far as the way I think and in my behavior, and look at myself better and stop worrying about what people are going to say and think, life will get a whole lot better for you. And just be transparent with yourself first. Because if you're not honest with yourself, how can you be honest with anybody? And if you feel that bad, just the same advice I give myself. Get a mental health therapist. It don't mean you're crazy. Let me make this clear. It don't mean you're crazy. It's just somebody you can seek and be confident, have some type of confidentiality with them, and you can dust some stuff off on them, and I guarantee your life will get a little better.
Yeah, that's what's up. There's a brother in the chat Richard Reynolds. He says, if I can help in any way, please let me know. That is a good brother who I know personally, because he's my uncle. Yes, he's a good man. Good to see you in the chat tonight, sir. But yes, he says, if I can help in any way, please let me know. So this is one of the things the Pusher community is about. Whoever comes on, whatever they're doing, whether it's personal, in their business, whatever it is that they're doing, we do our best to try to show up and support. This is who we are, and this is what we do. The trust part has to start with you. Trusting yourself. And you said earlier, putting healthy boundaries in place, knowing when to come, where to go, when not to go. That's all in your decision making. But if you trust yourself enough to safeguard yourself, no matter where you go, all will be well. Because the idea is, God, you lead me to serve. I'm not picking and choosing, because if I relinquish, if I take control, full control, then I'm gonna pick and choose who I help. That's just what it is. But when you surrender and when you are operating and allowing God to have his way, then it's whoever you send me or whoever you send me to, I will serve to the best of my ability. And that's what this journey really is about. It's about love. How can we love each other? How can we demonstrate that in a healthy way? Because all of us are having a human experience trying to figure this thing called life out. So why can't we help each other in the process? Right?
Yeah.
So what does choosing growth look like for you on hard days?
I mean, to be honest, some days I be all over the place.
Talk about it.
Some days I overbook. Like my home important. I saw the event done that 2 weeks ago. I'm just finishing that up today. Like I just had to make better decisions and choose a better schedule. The routine is good, but for our scheduling, I'm a mess. I tell you, I'll be there this time. You might not see me till Friday. I have
oh no, we got to get you gathered. No, we got to get you gathered. What, you need an assistant already? We got to get you gathered. You can't be doing that. We got to get you.
Like I take on a lot. Sometimes it be too much.
Yeah, and so let me speak directly to you right now. Let me speak directly to you right now. Listen, I'm laughing and I'm joking. I am, but I am so serious. Listen, you said it at the beginning. The same thing that you said, that you can't help everybody, right? You can't be everywhere at one time. And you can't, I ain't gonna say what you can't do, but clearly you can't, because it ain't working out. So I can't say it, right? It is appropriate, right? Because you ain't getting something falling by the wayside, right?
Right.
So we want to be a man of our word. We want to be people of our word in all seriousness. I want you to, as an individual, as a man, the work that you do is commendable. And even what you said, money isn't even a factor, because you don't even get paid for most of the things that you do out in the community. And that is commendable. However, there is a thing called burnout. There is a thing called overwhelmed. There is a thing called I am tired. There is a thing called I don't want to do this no more. We don't want to get to that place. So in order to get to prevent us from the burnout and from just being bored with it or tired, we got to put it in perspective. Use your phone. You got a calendar on your phone. When somebody asks you, Brother Amir, can you do so and so? Before you say yes or no, say, let me check my calendar. and you go on your calendar. Now, in order for your calendar to have some stuff on it, you got to start plugging it in. I'm only telling you this because I went through the same thing until somebody was like, girl, you got to get gathered. I had to get gathered. And so now I live off my calendar. I really, really do. And there's nothing wrong with that. Whatever we have access. We have no excuse. We have access to so much that can help us. Somebody agreed with me. Somebody in the chat said he needed assistant. Yes, he does. But right now he got to assist himself and get it started. And then when God take him to the next level, he could get that assistant. I need one too. Shoot. But yes, we're gonna get him gathered with this calendar. So that is gonna be a thing. I'm gonna hold you accountable to that. I'm gonna text you that calendar going. Screenshot it so I can see something on it. I don't call you Pusher for nothing. So I want you to get that calendar and get it active because we got it. If you got access to one, then why not use it if it can help you stay afloat and stay focused? Why? Because I don't want you. You said that you got so much energy and you got so much passion and compassion for the people, and that's why you out here boots on the ground. But while you out here, I want you to be out here, but I want you to take care of yourself in the process. I don't want you to burn yourself out before your time. I don't want you to get bored with what you're doing. I want you to do it and do it in a way that's going to be healthy for you. You can't be everywhere at one time. And then you don't want to say, I'll be there Monday, set an appointment on Monday, but I see you on Friday. You know, if you do that, then you know what's going to happen.
No,
you ain't going to you snooze, you lose. Unless you communicate. Now, if you communicate, that's something totally different, which is a next set way. I'm coming off paper. As you see, I did do my homework. I'm coming off paper because we're winding down, and I do have a couple questions that's still in topic but off topic because we're talking about it's a mindset. And so one of the things that I want to know from you is, why do you think it is so difficult for men and women to work together?
You want me to answer that question, man?
Yeah.
Some men are egotistic, right? Some men think in their mind that they don't have to listen to a woman. Some men think that I'm the man, why do I have to listen to her?
Hold up your Wi-Fi.
Some men.
You choppy a little bit. I need to hear this.
Could you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? All right. Some men are egotistic, right? Some men have a thinking in their brain that they don't have to listen to women or the women should be in the back. That's a bunch of nonsense, right? Some men are just in fear of an independent woman. Some men are just in that space. Like, until they get out of that space, they're going to always get the same result. Rather, it's shunned away, poor line of communication, because in today's society, a lot of women are winning. Instead of asking, well, how can I assist in other areas, or how can you get me to where you are? The pride and the ego keeps us stuck. That's why myself, I'm not being smart or nothing. I'd rather surround myself around a bunch of strong women than a bunch of complaining ass men any day.
And then you have some women who say the same thing, just in the opposite way.
Just think they can lay their way to a position or lay their way where they need to be at. And that's not how life goes.
So what can we do to combat that? So what can you do? What are you doing to combat that?
I set boundaries with everybody, especially women. I can help you, but if you're looking for anything else, you need to go about your business. Same with men. I'll help you. Yeah, I'll help you. If you want to play games and waste my time, I can point you in somebody else's direction. I really don't have the mental. I'm not at the mental capacity, or like I don't want nobody to waste my time because I'm not going to waste yours. You want the help? I'm helping. 3 strikes, go see somebody else because you playing games. Because the people that helped me, like I had to do a lot of work. I lost a lot. And God blessed me to get a lot of that stuff back, working in the same places. So I have to have the same energy. If I give you my energy, you got to give me something. We can meet in the middle. If you want me to give you 80 and you give me 5, no, the wrong guy. See you later, bye. Go there with somebody else. I'll call somebody for you. Go see if they can help you.
Right. The idea, I asked the question because I'm always curious to know how men think as it relates to that topic. But one of the things, the ideas that we have, especially in this community, is to bridge that gap, to begin to work together instead of apart. We're not in competition. We're not, we are created to be equal. We are created to work together and not apart, especially in our community. And so I got this idea in my mind. If I can just reach one person at a time, it is well with my soul. And so that is the mission, to try to bridge this gap so that we can begin to really have healthy working professional relationships where we can stand on the front line with the same mission before us. That's it, and that's all. To some, it might sound outrageous, but I believe it can happen in the city of Baltimore and abroad. But that is the mission, to bridge this gap, to close it, to begin to communicate. Because I think Richie said it in the chat, communication is a big part in how we communicate with one another. That is the biggest part in this situation. And I believe as individuals, if we begin to do the inward work, then everything will fall in line. Would you agree with that?
I agree with it. And something else that would communication is the main key. And what to really bridge the gap is a lot of us that do the work throughout the city will just do the work with the organization, right? Because it's all about the work being done through the organizations for the people. It's not about who's at the top of the organization. It's not about who's in the middle of the organization. It's about the organization assisting the people that need to be assisted. That's it.
Clip that.
That's it. I don't want to go to this. I don't want to go to this meeting because of this person gonna be there. It's not about the person. It's about assisting the people that need to be helped. That's the bottom line. Until we get there, it's a process. It's a process, but it's a process worth working.
Right. It definitely is. I so appreciate you. I really, really do. We're gonna get our brother gathered. He gonna get this calendar working up for himself, and he gonna come back and let us know how it worked out. If it worked, if it didn't work, because I ain't saying it's gonna work for him, because it might not work. But we don't know unless you try it. You might really do need a real life assistant right now. You might do. God bless them with one if that's the need. But right now, with what we have, we're going to work with it. And so is your phone something that you keep in your pocket? It has something that you can use, a calendar. And so we're going to get him. I'm on his line. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all already know. They already know. Now you know. I'm on your line. I'm texting. I'm checking to see if you got some momentum going so that you could be a little bit more organized and a little bit more at ease, and you won't always feel a need to move with urgency. Or you could sleep good at night because you ain't disappoint nobody or let nobody down. When you say you're gonna show up, you're gonna show up. Why? Because you put the time in.
Right.
And you're going to be committed to that. And so that is what we are going to. Let me go to the chat. Let me go to the chat and see if it's any questions. As always, Miss Cynthia and Miss and Aunt Ada, I thank you. I thank you for opening the doors of the Pusher community. Mo, I see you. Nurse Coco, I see you. Michelle Fitzgerald, I see you. MJJ Catering. I don't know who that is, but I see you. Thank you for coming in the Pusher community. Big Beach, I see you. Miss Kern, I see you. Uncle Richie Rich in the building, I see you. I see you. I see you, Tasha. I see you. I see you. Grandma, I see you. Salone in the building. I see you. I see you. I'm just saying if anybody have questions, that's one reason why I was strolling down. Richard said your words matter. It really, really do. It really, really do. He says read scriptures. That definitely works. It definitely do. Nurse Coco said, and the calendar lets you set 2 reminders. Oh yeah, that's a different part of the calendar. So you can set in your phone reminders, but I'm saying the actual calendar. Salone said that calendar will be your new best friend. I'm telling you, it works if you work it. I work it. I do. Okay, people. I thank y'all as always for tapping in. I want to thank our good brother Amir. I hope I didn't do you too bad and that you will bless us again and come back. You know what to expect now, so you'll be more prepared. I do this with everybody. I don't have pre-conversations because I don't want you to know. I email you for a reason. I don't want to talk about it until we actually air so that it could be authentic and so that I can learn as we go too. And so that's what sets us apart too and what makes us different. Everything is organic. Everything that is being said definitely is organic. So I appreciate you. For those of you who feel like you are stuck and stagnated, you feel lost, you feel like you cannot come out of the rut that you are in, make the decision to come out of that thing. Just like Brother Amir said, it is a mindset. What you feed your mind will come out of you. What you feed your mind is what you will commit to. So I am saying, as a man, as a woman, think of in his or her heart, so is she. So let's do something different and begin to think on things that will help us grow, that will help us become better men and women, not just for people, but for ourselves, so that we can sleep good at night. It feels good to be good. It feels good to be healthy, to be whole, stable, and solid, to choose for yourself that what you desire, living in your own freedom. It feels good on this side. And so we want to encourage everyone, change your mindset, and not change your mindset. Sometimes we need a shift in our mindset, because let's face it, are we always thinking positive all day, every day? I will be the first to admit, no, I do not. But during those times, I know what to do with it. But I will admit, my thoughts isn't always positive. But what's good is they my thoughts. Everybody don't know. Just me. And I get the opportunity to deal with that. And sometimes I do share those unhealthy, that stinking thinking that I may send myself through. I do share it sometimes so that somebody can help me, so that I won't revisit that kind of thinking again. So it just all depends on where you are. But it takes a village. Never feel like you got to grow alone. You got to learn alone. You got to struggle alone, because you don't. Do not suffer in silence, but practice your right to remain silent when it is necessary. Why? Because practicing your right to remain silent can save your life. It saved mine. many a times. I'm trying to tell you, and it will take you further than where you are. Is there any last words that you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
I just appreciate you for allowing me to be on. You can reach out anytime. I'll make sure I get that calendar thing situated tonight.
Yeah, I'm glad you ain't do me like that. I'm glad I wasn't looking for you. I ain't had to look for you. Like, where you at? I'm glad I ain't look for you. I'm glad you came on time. I appreciate it. I feel worthy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Again, I want you to know how much I appreciate you. Again, I just want to remind you of how amazing you are, how great you are. I appreciate you for always showing up, always helping, getting in where you fit in. You don't wait for somebody to say, do this. If you see it, if you're there and you see it needs to be done, you'll do it. And I appreciate it, especially when it comes to pivot and when we are having something, you just pops up. Yeah, I see you. And I'm just so grateful to have you a part of our village. I definitely do. And I know the team definitely appreciates whenever you show up and show your support. I definitely do. And I know I can speak for them when I say thank you. Thank you. Again, I see you, I hear you, and however I can support you in the pusher community, we will do that. I appreciate your passion. I appreciate the compassion that you have for the people that you serve and people that you don't even know yet that's coming your way. I thank you for being the provision for those people. I thank you for keeping yourself in a position to serve our community. We need more men like you. We need to hear more from you, your voice. We need to hear a lot more. So that is what I'm doing. I'm pushing y'all to come out and talk and help and build so that we can strengthen collectively. And so I thank you for just taking the invitation and putting up with my foolishness for this hour. I definitely thank you for that. It was a breath of fresh air. Thank you for the insight that you shared. And I thank you for your struggle, even your go through that you're going through now. I'm thankful for that because it's not going to do anything but make you greater. It's going to make you better. It's going to make you healthier. And so you continue to do what you need to do so that you can continue to push forward. And we're going to do this work and we're going to do it together. No matter where we at on the spectrum, at least we know we working together for the common good. And that is to serve the city of Baltimore in whatever capacity we can, no matter where we at. And I look forward to seeing you again, sir.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Pusher community, I love y'all, and there's nothing that y'all can do about it. As always, I thank y'all for showing up and supporting me. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Do not forget, we do not gatekeep information. If you heard something and it helped you, then guess what? Share it, because if it helped you, it'll help somebody else. It takes one to know one. So let's be great together. Until next time, everybody stay warm. Stay safe. It is your girl Pusher. If you're not pushing forward, you're moving backwards. Say it out loud. Forward ever, backwards never. No, really say that thing out loud. Forward ever, backwards never. Have you gotten your copy of It Takes One to Know One workbook and journal and people pusher? No, then travel over to pusherlife.org, go to the author's page, and you will find It Takes One to Know One and People Pusher. Come tap in.